What's going on, guys? We're gonna do a trade center here. I don't think we got Leonard Williams, but you know what I'm gonna do? We're going draft picks. We're gonna go 3 and a 4, and we're gonna try to get Hassan Reddick. Doubt that's gonna work because I know there's talks of possibly getting him, but we'll see. See if it goes through. Ooh, you want more than that? Okay. How about that? Will you take all that? Bruh. Okay. So you really want some good people here, huh? We're gonna go here. That's a lot to give away, but fuck it. There you go. 2 first rounds, a second, and a third. Alright. What ifs? What ifs? Alright, here we go. Let's get this game going. We're playing against the Lions. Let's get it started. I think we're going to be using these as our main uniforms. I thought they had a gray one. Where's the gray one? Is it the Color Rush? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. All right, here we go. Enjoy the game, guys.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out, the 4th-year man out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking. Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now, to be consistent in all of his processes.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Looking to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Fan. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on third. Goff. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Fighting his way through contact. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 66 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Straight ahead, Walker wiggles free. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. On play action, they'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 28-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out.
Delay of game.
And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
15 more.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, now things get a little dicier here. It's a 42-yard extra point attempt. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you in charge.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. They'll drop to throw, and this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 42-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you.
There he goes left side. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Touchdown! Blocked right. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to claw one back. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Walker with a grab, left side. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw, Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.